York City to the Atlantic Ocean. There's a new phenomenon, I got my pelvis in motion. It's below the waistline, but right above the pubes. It's called the Fupa girl, now make your shit move. Make the Fupa jump.
Hi, Charlie.
Rose, what the hell are you doing here?
I could ask you that question, and the answer would be the same. Stalking.
Oh, Sammy. She always sleeps with her eyes like partly open. Leave me alone. Sammy. Cute little bitch. Howdy doody, foodie beauty. I'm sorry about the AC. I know it's noisy. It's hot today. Gotta have Harry in there. Okay, well, I know I said I was gonna do some groceries, but yeah, I found a Dominos coupon, and I think it was like $5 for like a medium 2 topping, so can't go wrong, right? I flipped over my couch cushions, found $5.
I've got a place where I find great stuff underneath the cushions on the couch.
And olives and onions and cheese. Right for you guys. When I would crush on a guy, I would crush hard, like I was psycho. Like Fatal Attraction. So, 2 of my victims, I think I was about 14. Was living at home, and up the street I had one of my best friends. We hung out at her house a lot, and I really liked hanging out at her house because she lived across the street from
the good time, great taste of McDonald's.
These 2 brothers. They were twins. And I had the biggest hots for them. Like, back then I was really big into hair metal. And these 2 guys were gorgeous. They looked like they were right out of the Cinderella band, you know? Long hair, bit teased, denim galore. And they must have had, like, their basement area was like their party jamming session area. And their basement window, we could see it, like, into it kind of from her front porch. So I'd be sitting on her front porch, like, all day long. Just keeping tabs on what they were doing, trying to see in, like listening to their jamming sessions. They were in a local band, and it was a pretty good band, you know? Like alternative rock or whatever. I've been watching The Shining. I don't want to go there, Mrs. Torrance. Oh, spicy. So we'd sit there on her porch, So whenever these two guys would go outside, they had a big husky dog named Chinook. So anytime they would go out to tend to their dog or do something and be like, okay, there they are, we would like act, you know, like act like I just said something funny kind of thing, and we would loudly giggle like a bunch of obnoxious freaks. These guys must have been in their late 20s, you know? So, one day a light bulb went on and I thought, how can I get closer to them and, you know, let them know I exist?
You gotta pop a bit of chastity to rope the boys in before they realize you've got the personality of a gorilla.
So one day I was walking by to go home from the store, the mall up the street, and they were outside petting, because I had to pass their house to get to mine. So they were outside, like, petting the dog or whatever. I was like, oh my god, hi. I was like, your dog is so cute. And they're like, oh, do you want to pet her? You know, she's friendly. So they let me pet the dog. And after that...
So you see, just relaxation,
I'm like, pet her as long as you want, we're gonna go inside. And when they said inside, I was like, I used to daydream about what that basement would be like.
Oh, I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it sings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
I would have given anything to get to hang out in that basement, you know? Even if it smelled like bachelors, I don't care. I would have given anything. But no. I was outside with the dog. And, so I used Chinook, you know, to get to them. I think even the dog was getting sick of seeing me. Tried to bite me one day. You need to be a bit more bold. So I started writing love letters. The first few times I forced my friend to go leave the note like inside the screen door of their house. So after a while she grew a backbone and was like fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore for you, you know?
Fuck you too, bitch!
So ow, get off me. So I was forced to give the letters myself. So one day, ow! As I'm going over with the note, I used to try to write things that made me sound, hey!
Oh, damn
used to try to write things that would make me sound like smart or something, you know, older than I was. I used to kiss the letters with like red lipstick. Spray them with my perfume. As I'm bringing the letter over, this older man comes to the door, like as if he was seeing me. And he's like, listen, my sons don't want to have anything to do with you. You know, please do not come around here anymore. And I just remember being so like, my heart. Whoa, they're, you know, it's like, I didn't know, I wanted to cry, you know, right then and there. I felt my eyes watering up, so I ran back across the street. I get over to her porch and I start bawling.
What is this salty discharge?
Oh my God, you're crying.
This is horrible. I care.
But my crush was so big, you know, that I thought, okay, he told me not to come to the door, but he didn't tell me not to pet the dog. So one day, at this point my friend's just fed up with me. She's like, you know, you're crazy, what are you doing? I decided to try to pet the dog again. Well, the dog doesn't even like me anymore at this point. So it starts growling when I get closer.
No. Yeah, I got you. I got this on camera.
I'm barking. Now, one of the twins came up because they must have been in the basement and heard the barking. And they're like, hey, we told you not to come around here. You know, like, get lost, basically. He was really kind of rude about it. So I was like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. I have no chance now. He doesn't even like me. You need to try a different Lip Smackers lip gloss. No, I'm kidding. I was like, wow, you know? I don't even know how I eventually got over them. But this is not where it ends. I figure, okay, I burn my bridges. They know me, they don't want me, you know? I was even considering putting on like a disguise. And trying to come up as an older, sexy woman and try to seduce them. I was crazy. So I made my poor friend, you know, I probably guilt tripped her. I don't think I'm such a horrible person. I was desperate. I said, you know, please can you just go knock at the door and just ask to talk to them. Just please. She actually did it. Like, she went over. I can still picture her. Poor thing. Sheepishly knocking at the door, looking back. Like no one, you know, no one's answering. You know, just keep knocking. Knocking. Finally, one of the guys comes up. Long hair. I have a weakness for dudes with long hair. Always have, always will. I could see them talking. He looked like, you know, kind of annoyed. Like, what the fuck are these kids bugging me for? Like, this, just let me be your groupie. Whatever, I don't know what they said. She comes back over, shuts the door. I'm like, what'd they say? No? What do you say? She's like, Chantal, you really need to leave them alone. He said to tell you that if you come on their property again, they're gonna press charges for trespassing. I don't know if he realized how young I was. I don't know if he realized I was like 14. I think maybe they thought I was a bit older. I don't know if I could have been charged at that age. It might have been my parents. I don't know. I'm gonna have one more piece. So, yeah. I was nuts. I don't know, man. I told you. Fatal attraction.
I just want to be a part of your life.
Oh, this is the way you do it, huh? Showing up at my apartment?
What am I supposed to do? You won't answer my calls. You change your number. I mean, I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
I used to get these insane, stupid crushes. Like, I used to have a huge crush, like, obsessive crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Remember him?
I've been questioning a lot of things lately. Yeah. Corruption of the political establishment, lack of ethics in corporate America, hypocrisy of organized religion. You know, there are just so many things in this world that people follow blindly.
I had posters all over the walls of my basement when I was younger. And this is really, 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 I can't believe I'm admitting this in front of thousands of people, but there was this one poster in particular. And that's where he was looking particularly fine. He was holding a bouquet of roses. So I used to pretend I was his girlfriend, and I would make out with the poster, like for real. My first kiss was with paper. I made out with it so much that the mouth area was starting to fade, like the ink. My mom would get mad. Stop! Stop kissing your posters. You're weird. What are you doing? I don't know. Like I said, issues. Did I stalk anybody else? Because I know I had some insane crushes. Like, the hours we used to spend just sitting on her porch, trying to figure out the life that's going on in the basement, the life we wished we had, that we were, the life that we wish we were a part of, you know, just wishing we were a bit older. And now, I wish I could be young again. Never happy. But yeah, so, oh my god, excuse me, damn it. I get shit for editing out burps and farts. I hope you guys know that, eh? So I'm keeping them in because, anyway. I guess that's it, guys. Gonna go enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you still want to be friends after watching this. Promise not to stalk you. And I've learned through this that Psycho Stalker usually doesn't get the boy. So, yeah. Bye, guys.
From New York City to the Atlantic Ocean, there's a new phenomenon. I got my pelvis in motion. It's below the waistline, but right above the pubes. It's called the Fupa girl. Now make your shit move. Make the Fupa jump.